Hello, my dears. I am here at home. It is finally break time for the children, so we're here with all my kids, and it's so much fun. Don't get me wrong, I love my children. I really do. I love my children to death. But sometimes it can be a little bit much. So, first of all, I have not uploaded any videos in quite some time. Not intentional. I've been making videos, but the problem is that usually when I'm making videos, I'm out of the house, so I forget to upload them once I'm home, and that ends up being a problem because then, you know, of course, I've got all these videos taking up space on my phone, and I don't have any kind of videos on my page, so that's not particularly helpful. Anyway, the reason that I'm putting out a video today is because I am so fucking thrilled. I hate the fact that I've gone this far. I'm having a moment. I'm very sorry. But I've gone a little while. We're just going to go with a little while. It's a bit of it. Without my keto OS. And I was not in a good mental place after that because, you know, all that time of it working for me and being happy about it, and being so pleased with all the progress that I'd made, and then to turn around and not have it anymore, I was like freaking out. So finally I bit the bullet. I got some Christmas money, and I used that Christmas money to get myself a 30-day supply. And I didn't even use all my Christmas money, which was like, oh my god, that's actually kind of nice. And I've been sitting and I've been tearing myself apart about the decision to go ahead and get it, because I don't want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's pocket change. It's not pocket change. It's a legitimate investment. And I think that's part of the issue with this, is that, you know, just like I've had issues with everything else that I've tried, it's an investment. And you kind of sit there and you reason your way out of it because you're like, well, you know, and it's more than this for us. I mean, it's not this simple for us, but for a lot of people, they look at it and they're like, well, I have to give up my coffee, you know, I have to start taking my lunch, you know, maybe even kind of go, well, you know, yeah, but if I do that, then, you know, I can't have like 200 cable channels, or, you know, maybe I need to not use up as much mobile data per month and go down to a different data plan. Like, and for us, it was even the question of, do we even have the money for me to be able to commit to this? Because we don't even have cable, and we've gone as far down on our mobile plan as we can. Like, all the stuff that people would usually say, oh, well, you know, just do this, you'll be fine. We've done that to try to cut costs on our house already.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
Well, thank you, Dee. Eat your lunch. Eat your lunch. You need more drink?
Yes.
Okay. All right, hold on one second.
Hi.
Hey, Evie, can you go help Elliot get more drink, please?
Hi.
Some more water, please, sir? You can have some milk or some water, or we'll make a drink in just a minute, okay? But can you help him out, please?
Hi. Hi.
Anyway, you need to go eat your lunch, please. I'm trying. Oh my god. So anyway, I'd gone without it all this time. I was trying to figure out, you know, was I going to let this be something that I legitimately wanted and needed? And best case... Oh my god! You know, best case scenario... Can you please go get him a drink? His cup is right... No, I don't need you to do that. I need you to help him get a drink, please.
I'm running low on sugar, so I can't get Kool-Aid. And I do.
Like, I have to try to figure out what kind of investment this can be. I'm so sorry about all the interruptions. But, you know, I have to figure out how much of an investment can I make out of this. Is this something that I really want to do for myself? And on one hand, you kind of look at it and you go, man, I really can't justify that per month. You know, I can't justify... But then I think about it and I was like, what was my other option going to be? Well, at this point, my only other option was going to be bariatric surgery. And there's the whole question and problem that at the weight that I'm at, which I'm assuming right now is about 420 pounds, at the weight that I'm at, you know, I'm already going to have to look at that and say, how much am I going to have to lose before I can do that? Okay, well, how much help am I going to need around the house, you know, with childcare, with chores, with meals, everything else. How much help am I going to need with that? Is that something that we'll be able to afford? Is that something we can rely on our friends and family for? You know, I need the kids to be a little bit older. So, I mean, it's like, it's something that was literally my last resort. And I'm sitting here and I'm putting it off, you know, because I'm thinking about it. I'm going, you know, that's, my insurance will cover it, but, you know, there might be appointments and things that may not cover. And, you know, they may want me on like a liquid diet for a time, so I'm going to need a better blender, so I'll have to buy that. And I'm just naming off in my head all of these expenses that we're going to have. You know, all these reasons why I can't do that. Well, this is going to cost too much, and this is going to cost too much, and this is going to... I'm naming off in my head, and finally I'm going, okay, so worst case scenario, I do this every month. And I don't have to have bariatric surgery. And all that other stuff becomes completely irrelevant. And it just... Suddenly that's the answer. And I know it. There's no question. That's the answer. I don't have a choice. I need to figure this out because I can't just sit here anymore and say, you know, this is okay. I'll figure it out some other time. Because we have concerns now about my health with some of the symptoms that I'm having, and I'm trying to find a new doctor. And some of the symptoms I've had my entire life, that there's concern now that I have something called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which is basically the pressure inside my skull is too much. And there are only so many treatments that they have for that. There are medications that they can give, but they have to be used in conjunction with other things. And that can include, you know, spinal taps on a regular basis to help relieve some of the pressure. That can include weight loss. And while it's a very rare issue, it's something that mostly happens to obese women, you know, between their early 20s to mid 40s. And this is something I've been dealing with literally like as long as I can remember. I'd say my entire life, but you know, obviously there's a section of my life I don't remember because I was too young. But from as long as I can remember, so probably before I was a teenager, the symptoms that I've been having have been happening, and they've only gotten worse and more frequent. I've been getting new symptoms since I started gaining even more weight. So now we're looking at a problem that could potentially end my life. And I'm 30, almost 31. I have 4 children. I have a husband. I have a life, and that can't be an option. So I was thrilled when I was able to get, I don't know, Gaby had your cup. You'll have to go talk to him. I was absolutely thrilled when I got my birthday or my Christmas money, and I'm finally going, all right, I can do this. I'm going to bite the bullet. It's my money. I can do what I want with it. I'm going to do it. And it came today. I was like, I've been watching the tracking information because I'm going in the back of my head. I'm like, oh my God, I just spent all this money. And I just spent it on something when I feel like I should be getting something for the kids or paying a bill. I mean, it's my Christmas money, but I feel like I should be doing things for other people with it, which I think is a typical mom issue, a typical parent issue, that we always think that we should be doing something else for others. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do this for myself. So it came today. I finally got to take it again. And I am so happy because I miss how positive of a feeling it is to feel like I can do this. Like, I can be okay. I can get better. And I'm so happy right now. Like, I made myself a serving and I guzzled it. And you need to get down, please. You're going to get hurt. I love having preschoolers. So that is why it's taken me so long. It's just, I've not uploaded anything because I'm a terrible person. But I'm so happy. So hopefully you guys can forgive me. I'm going to get back on this. I still have other videos that I want to make that I've been promising to make that I haven't made. So I'm going to get on that. But I want to say, you guys are awesome. I love you all. You're fantastic. I hope that your holidays are going okay. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, so if you celebrate, happy Christmas. If you Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Yule, basically, if you're celebrating Crystal Hana Kwanzaa, any other, Festivus for the rest of us, even if you're not celebrating anything, I hope that you have a wonderful time, but that's my cue to go. So, bye.